different slant on this. Yes, they go through all the baloney about meridians and chakras, I assume, and energy healing and energy flowing and energy disturbances and everything else. But the really cool thing about Reiki is they do distance healing. Think about this for a minute. Some person sits in their living room somewhere and heals me, and I'm sitting like maybe in the next house next door, maybe a block away, maybe a city away, maybe a state away, maybe across the oceans, and this Reiki, person is going to heal me. Now, this raises a few questions. How do they actually do this? In other words, if I'm not where they can see me, and they're going to send me this Reiki energy, how do they aim this thing? I mean, explain that to me. Or maybe a Reiki person will explain that to me. The government, our government, I'm in the U.S., has spent billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars on smart bombs, missiles, the Patriot missiles that shoot missiles out of the sky and all of that kind of stuff. And sometimes they miss. And these are like the greatest physicists and all that kind of business in the world who are designing these things. Now, how does the Reiki person like shoot this energy stuff across oceans and hit the target? Think about that for a minute. Suppose they don't hit the target. In other words, what happens like if the Reiki person like shoots their missile or whatever it is they're shooting, and they hit the person next door or the person who's sitting next to you? What happens then? This is all kind of confusing. Now they talk about energy. Here again, remember my disclaimer, I know nothing about physics or medicine or any of that kind of business, but energy is work, I believe. It's sort of like it can do something. This energy that these energy healers talk about, of course, has never been measured. If you open a book on physiology, you won't see anything mentioned about meridians or chakras and all that kind of crap. I mean, in order for this stuff to be valid or real or whatever term you want to use, all of the basic textbooks of medicine, of physics, of physiology, of everything would have to be rewritten. So I just don't get it. Here you have these people saying all this stuff is flowing. No one's ever measured it. No one's ever seen it. And best of my knowledge, no one's ever proven it works. Now, if I were able to like shoot these rays out, or whatever you want to call them, and heal people, what would I do? Well, three things. First, I'm not sure which order this would be, but there are three things I would do. Actually, I think the first thing I would do is I would call the James Randi Educational Foundation in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Mr. Randi's offering 1 million smackaroonies to anyone who can prove any of this stuff works. I'd get a lot of press coverage if, when I get Mr. Randi's $1 million. First thing I'd do is go down there and get his $1 million. Second thing I'd do is go to the AMA and I'd say, hey, I'm an energy healer and I can heal people, and I would prove to them I can heal people, and of course I would get published in their journal. Third thing I would do is I would go to an insurance company or insurance companies, and I would say, look, why pay $200-300 for somebody to go to a medical doctor, a real doctor who's actually gone to college, who's actually studied, who's actually gone to medical school, who has actually had a residency, and so on and so forth? Why mess around with them and pay them $100 or $200 or $300 or whatever it is, when you pay me $60 and I'll zap them from home? Think about this, folks. Seriously. There are thousands of these people out there, and they're claiming all this energy baloney, that they're going to heal you. Now, I'm sure, almost nobody watches this stuff that I do every night anyway, But I'm sure if you're one of these folks who's been paying for this energy healing and you just stumbled across here thinking this was something to promote energy healing, think about it for a minute. I mean, come on. Wait, if this energy healing works, why is it that we all aren't energy healing ourselves in our families? Why is it that we end up in hospitals because of illnesses? Why is it we just aren't healing ourselves? And why aren't these energy healers going in and walking up and down the aisles in the hospitals and healing people? Of course, the Reiki people could do that from their living room. Why aren't they doing that? What is wrong with you people? If there's one human being out there who's watching this, I doubt that there is, who is going to an energy healer, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, how can you be doing this? Spending your money, most likely hard-earned, and going in and listening to all this baloney. Oh, we'll center you. We'll balance you. Oh, we'll holistic you. Folks, come on. Get a grip. In another segment, I'm going to talk about something truly bizarre, is therapeutic touch. Depending upon whose statistics you look at, there are 40,000 plus nurses, folks, who are out there going like this over people thinking that they're going to heal them with this energy. Jesus Christ, I'll tell you, I am kind of ticked off tonight anyway. But come on, folks, get a grip. As Pat Condell would say, peace.